Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to looking after your evolution. Now I've done this video is basically for the beginners on learning how to strip the airbrush down, rebuild it, little maintenance checks to keep your evolution running absolutely sweet. So we're looking at the Evolution CR Plus 2024 by Harder & Steenbeck. This one is on a 045 needle and nozzle setup. You can get this brush on the 028 as well, which is a bit more finer on detail. So stripping the H&S brush, they're very easy to do, but can be daunting if you've not done it before. So we're going to go through the stripping down process, we'll rebuild it, and I'll show you where to do some little maintenance checks on this brush to keep it running nice and sweet. So stripping it, we'll start at the back, undo the back of the body. Comes off nice and easy, place that to one side, and then you've got your back end of the needle exposed, and you've got the next part down here, which is the chuck. This piece here is what clamps the needle. So if you undo this, the needle will then slide out the back. Place the needle to one side. Now we want to remove the trigger. Nice and simple on this brush. All you've got to do is pull back on this, pinch and hold it, and then just lift the trigger out like that, and then you can release that. To remove the cup, nice and simple, just unscrews from the body like that. You can then remove the front end of the brush. You've got a prong cap, air cap, and you've got a floating nozzle. So you can pull your prong cap off, that just pushes and pulls off from the front. And then you've got little threads here that are quite grippy when you feel it to the front. Just undo this, that unscrews, and then your nozzle slides out like that. So that's the three pieces to the front end. You can then move to the back of the brush here, where you've got the gold ring here. Just unscrew that piece, like that. You can undo the chuck at the back, take that away. Slide this bar out, and that is where your spring's located there. So that's that bit disassembled. Then you can take the bottom part of the body off here. That unscrews. This is where your air valve is, like that. And then this would be where you connect your air line to. That comes off as well. So that's the brush stripped down into all its parts. Now giving it a little maintenance check and sort of like a deep clean if you wanted to deep clean it. Now the way I go about cleaning it, I keep simple things to do it. I use a dental brush that's got the little bristles on, cotton buds, kitchen towel and some airbrush cleaner. That's all you need. And I usually start off with a cotton bud, a little bit of airbrush cleaner over the front of the cotton bud, like that. Get the body of your brush and go to the front here and just put the cotton bud in and just give that a little white round, and you'll clean any excess paint up that's on here. You can also go in this way down into the cup there, and you can also go just down into the body here and just give it a little twist and a turn and clean inside the body like that. So that would be the body of the brush clean. You can also, at the front here, where you look down into the front of the brush here, this would be where your needle comes through. You can get the pipe cleaner and just go through like that, through the centre hole of the body, and you'll see the pipe cleaner come through into the body of the brush here. That just cleans that channel across there. So nice and clean. Wipe the body down. The bodies on these are triple plate chrome, so if you've got like a strong solvent, you'll have no dramas cleaning the chrome down on these bodies. So that'll be that part done. The cup, nice and simple. Cotton bud, clean the cap that goes to the top. Clean the threads that go around here. Get some cleaner and just clean these threads up, because a lot of the time as a beginner you put loads of paint in the cup, you'll end up spilling it and it'll run down the cup and sit on these threads. And what this will do over time it just bonds the cup to the body of the brush when the paint dries up. So a little wipe around these threads. You can see the paint that's been on there. Just give them a little clean, like that. And that's your cup nice and clean. Just clean in there with a bit of kitchen towel, wipe round, that cleans up and that's done. When it comes to your needles, you usually get a build-up of paint to the front end of the needle here, usually around here. And sometimes you can just give it a quick wipe and it's clean. But there's other times where if it's dried up, you'll run your fingers down and you'll feel it. It'll be a little bit sort of dried up, little tiny bits of specks of paint going down to the front of the needle. Best way to clean that, piece of kitchen towel, fold it in half and half again. Bit of cleaner on the kitchen towel. Lay the needle in, pinch round it like that, and then twist and pull through. And that will clean your needle. So it's nice and smooth. No leftover paint residue on there, and that's your needle clean. On the trigger, on the Evo trigger, you've got a gold half moon bar. These, you can take them off. If you've got paint around your trigger, same again, paper towel, just give it a little wipe over to get any paint off if you've got any paint residue around here. And then that half moon bar clips back on. Just nice and simple. Just clips like that so it'll move up and down. Back of the body, same again, just wipe down with a little bit of cleaner. Not a problem. When it comes to your nozzle, the one that's got the little white O-ring on, I usually get the dental brush, drop a little bit of cleaner on it like that, and then just lightly put it inside the nozzle and just do that and agitate any dried up paint. Just do that a few times, wipe, and just back in again a few times with the cleaner, and then I usually just blow down the whole of it like that, and that's nice and clean. Air cap, you can probably get a build up on the tip of the air cap, so just give that a wipe over, paper towel, airbrush cleaner, and wipe the air cap. Now fitting it back together, locate your nozzle into your air cap. That just drops in the top. That can go back onto your brush. So screw that on like that. You can place your cup back onto the brush. Screws on like that. Your air valve, this part goes into the body. So look down at your air valve, you'll see the little white O-ring and the little brass pin. That goes into the brush like that. And then you just nip that up. Hand tight to the body, that's that piece on. On your quick connect piece that goes to the bottom of the brush, just flip it over and look inside. You've got a little black washer. Make sure that black washer's not sort of moved to the side or it's blocking the little hole there. Just make sure it's nice and flat inside there, and then screw that on to the bottom of the brush. Again, hand tight, just nip it up. When it comes to the centerpiece, where you've got your spring and the little bar, on the Evolution you've got the big hole this side, and then the opposite side is the little hole, smaller hole. Put the bar in with the spring to the big hole there, slide it through, push with your finger, and then locate your chuck to the back. Turn that on a couple of turns and let go. Now this is where we're going to start to put some lubrication on the parts. On this centerpiece here where the spring goes, drop a little bit of lubrication on that, and on that thread there, and on that thread there, just a little bit. Get the body of the brush, screw that back onto the body of the brush, like that. To locate the trigger, we're going to be pinching this, pulling this back and holding it like that. Get your evolution trigger, and that will just locate and drop in. When you feel the trigger drop down to the bottom, let go of the pin at the back, and that's your trigger in. And you'll feel it's nice and smooth going back because you've put a little bit of lubrication on here inside. Another place where you can put lubrication on this is either side of the gold pin. A little bit that side and a little bit that side, and that will just make that gold bar feel a lot more silky smooth as you pull back. So that's that bit. Dropping your needle in, a lot easier on the new ones because you've got a self-locating chuck here. It's got a bigger hole. The original ones were like little bullets, and sometimes you could put your needle and dink the tip of your needle, but now it's a bigger hole here. It just self-locates, just glides in. Bring your needle to the front of your brush like that. Put a finger to the back of the needle to stop it moving. Bring your other finger up to the chuck there and your thumb, and then just tighten that with your finger on the back, and that's how you would get your needle nicely located like that. Back of the brush locates like that, nice and smooth now because you've put a little bit of lubrication on that thread. Prong cap to the front like that. Drop your cup back on, and then just give the body a wipe down, and that is your Evo back together, all clean and lubricated in the right part, so it's nice and smooth when you use it next time. So a rough guide on when to do that sort of strip down to its bare bones. You've not got to do that sort of strip down after every airbrush session. You really haven't, guys. If you keep on top of your cleaning with your paint after you're painted, use a decent airbrush cleaner and blast through and make sure your cup's clean, and when you blast through, just hold it up or hold it to some white kitchen towel and spray, and when it starts to spray and come through clear, you know the front of the brush is clean. That is good enough for your airbrush clean. A deep clean like what we've just done, I would do that once every 4 to 5 months and give it a little strip back, a little maintenance overall like that. Lubricate them parts and your brush will last you a lifetime. So I hope this has helped, guys. Drop your comments, tell me your thoughts if you own the new Evolution 2024, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.